Thank you, Timmy Lou, on your wonderful speech on the 1+1. Hi, I'm Vibhav. First of all, can everyone hear me?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So today I'm going to be talking about a nonprofit organization called Aim for Save. The things that I'm going to be talking about today are how I'm connected with this charity. I'm also going to be talking about the United Nations goals. I'm also going to be talking about what the charity is and my experience with this charity. So I'm connected with this charity through my parents, who have been working with this charity for a really long time. The United Nations had 6 development goals, and one of these goals was to make sure that all kids had an education. And one challenge for this is that kids live far away from these schools. So in 2000, a man named Dayananda Saraswati was giving a lecture about how important education was for kids. And after this lecture, an old woman came up to him and told him that she had 3 grandchildren who don't go to school because they live really far away from the school. In fact, 60% of kids who drop out of school drop out because they live far away from the school. So the man came up with an idea of creating student homes that would be right next to the school. And these would be like home away from home. So the school, so students from tribal and rural areas could go to this student home and would live there. And on holidays, they would go back to their parents just to see them, right? And in the student home, they would be brought from a poor environment and poverty environment to a much more loving and caring environment so that they can focus on their education. Now I'm going to be talking about some success stories. So there was one girl who was once in this poor environment, and now she is working in Canada. There is another person who is now an engineer in Texas. This charity had a goal to get 1 student home into every single district. There are exactly 675 districts in India, and so far they have 115 student homes. Now I'm going to be talking about my experience. So I went to India last summer, and I went to one of these student homes. There were 27 kids, and there was also a warden, there was a cook, and there was also a caretaker. Now, these kids were really nice and kind to me and my family, and they were also really helpful, like they took pictures for us and other things. And these kids looked like one huge family. There were only boys. And these kids also had really good grades in their school. And they also had very high goals. One of them wanted to be in the army, another wanted to be a school teacher, and another wanted to be a scientist. I want to help this charity because I believe that education is important for children, and with education you could live a better life. So today I talked about this charity called Aim for Seva. I talked about it's just about the charity, and I also talked about the United Nations goals. I talked about how I'm connected with it and my experience. Are there any questions?
No, sir. Would you recommend people actually come and help you in your charity?
Yes. Are there any other questions? I don't really think so. But. Okay, now I would like to introduce Pooja Subbu. Pooja is a very creative and happy person, and she is a very artistic person and also very imaginative. One thing, also she's really good at science and problem solving and robotics, and she can do something that most kids cannot do, and that's solve the Rubik's Cube in under 5 minutes. So let's give a big hand for Pooja Subbu.